Hello, and how's everybody doing today? This is Distilled Brew and Reviewed. My name is John. This is the world famous Sipping Den. On this channel, I do everything that has anything to do with alcohol and coffee. But today, we're doing a wine. And I have a heck of a playlist. You can find everything that I review. Go to the place when you see all those categories. You're just gonna be happy. I mean, you're gonna be, but you're not gonna be as happy as when you get in here and start digging in those categories and seeing all those beautiful things are reviewed. And you're really gonna be happy. Wow, look at this, 2017 Reserva Chianti Classico Tenuta di Renieri by Marco Bacci. Beautiful. 100% Sangiovese. It only has to be, well, we'll get into that in a second. Let's see what this says. Tenuta di Renieri Chianti Classico Riserva is aged for 18 months in oak barrels, Allier oak barrels. The additional aging for Reserva adds complexity for a full-bodied wine with spicy aromas of wild berries, ripe cherry, licorice, and herbs with silky texture. All right, looking for the ABV. I'm sure it's on here. If I don't see it, we're going to go with 13.5. I'm making it up. 14. I knew it was somewhere. All right, DOCG, baby. It's the highest ranking for an Italian wine by the government, guaranteed. And that black rooster always means it's a Chianti Classico. What's the difference between a Chianti and a Chianti Classico? The appellation, where they're grown. They're both grown in different regions, and they both have different rules that apply to them. Like I said, this only has to be 80% Sangiovese. This is 100%. Used to be that if you added any wine to a Chianti that wasn't Sangiovese, that wasn't native to Italy, say like Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, then you couldn't call it a Chianti. That was what you had to call a super Tuscan. But it became so popular, they changed the rules. They changed the law now. So it has to be 80%. And you could put foreign grapes in there. For example, French grapes. So, interesting. What else on here? Marco Bacci. He made 100-point 2015 Brunello and 100-point 2010 Brunello Reserva. Scored 100 points. 100 out of 100. Perfect. This one, I thought I saw. Right there. 93 points wine rating from James Suckling. Now, you know that drives me crazy. Why? The hell with James Suckling? I'm doing the damn thing. It matters what I say on this channel. I don't give a damn about James Suckling. But some of you care, so I'll tell you. Let's get into it. I've already dug in a little bit, if you can see. I don't know, it's kind of dark. Because I had lasagna. Oh, spicy sausage. I'll tell you what. This wine was made, it's Tuscany. It was made for tomato dishes. Yes, with some dishes. There's some soups with tomato, but you know what? As they would say, gravy or spaghetti sauce, depending on where you're from. Right? Made out of tomatoes. So, let's get into this. I had to do it before I finish it because I'm going to tell you it's good. It's real good. It's about $25. You can get the $2.17. If not, get anything from this winemaker. Right there. And from this winery, Renieri. Can't go wrong. All different price ranges. Never had a bad one yet. Nice, it's been open, see. So some air got in, that's fine. It needs to open up. So you pour it like this, leave it an hour. Decant it. Let it fan out in a nice decanter. And then when you pour it in here from the decanter, because that'll give you more surface area instead of just this little bit here. Right? That's not a lot of surface area. That's a little more. Plus, if you rough pour it like this, see how it's bubbling? airing up. You do that in the canner, let it sit for half an hour, and then take it from the canner and rough pour it in a glass where the bubbles come up. See, then you kind of force ages because this lasts a long time. Take out some of that tannin, some of that rough taste, and smooth it out. And they say this smells like violets, and it does. I'll say that a lot about red wines, I guess because of the color match, but it does floral at any route. It's supposed to be known for the red berries. So red berries. It's red berry, strawberry, raspberry. But, you know, I'm getting blackberry, blueberry. It's just berries. There's a lot of berries in here as far as the flavor or the smell. I like the aging. Now, I'm looking on here. The Rooster's an interesting story. I don't really know the whole story. It's something about two towns in Italy were vying for some land to grow their wine grapes, get an appellation or something. And one used a white rooster and one used a black rooster, and a black rooster won. So any Chianti Classico has to have a black rooster on it or something like that. I read that story a while back. I was going to say, we're not going to worry about it. Oh, here it is. The Reserva, 3 years. No, that's a long one. I don't know. I don't remember. All right. Well, anyway, we know how long it's been aged. I'm just doing an acclimation sip and enjoy this wine. It's actually kind of late. You can tell I'm kind of loopy. I worked all day today, rushing around doing a million things, and I'm finally sitting down. I'm going to finish off the wine. I thought, now I got to go down and do a review before I finish this. This is a great wine. I want to share it with you. Oh, I'm tired though. All right, well, this is really going to put me to sleep. Talk about the structure first. It's got a lot of grippiness. That tannin is 17, so it's 7 years old, and it's still. Thing was going to last another 5 years, easy, maybe longer than that. Nice dark bottle protecting it. But you definitely need to air this out. I would decant it, and I would leave it sit for a while. If you eat anything with a lot of fat with this, fatty cheese, like I had the sausage with it, lasagna's got the cheese, it will coat your mouth. The fat will coat your tongue, see, and you won't get that tannin. And if you age it, well, aerate it, as I said, decant it, that'll also soften those tannins. So you got two tricks to soften these tannins and still have it there for structure, but not overwhelming. Age will do it too, but you know, sit there for 10 years. Oh man! So we got the tannin. It's got good acid too, acidity. That's why we go with those tomatoes. See? Oh yeah. Mouth's just watering. Then I got that tannin and the berries that we talked about, the smell. And when you get, that's when they say a balanced wine. It's in balance. Kind of that tannin's high, the acid needs to be high, and it needs to be fruity. I need all three kind of in equal parts. Can't be tannin without the acid, or acid without the whatever. It's got to have all three, and this absolutely, definitely, 1,000% does. I'll tell you what. It's definitely got an earthiness to it that I'm liking. And even on the finish, and you're getting that mouthwater and you're getting that tannin, but there's a spiciness too with this. See, I didn't have it by itself. I was having it with the lasagna, and that, you know, because I wasn't reviewing it, so I just take a bite of lasagna, a sip of wine, and a sip of wine, a bite of lasagna, a little bit of sausage, and it was beautiful. But that hid some of these little things to it. It kind of softened up the tannins, which is actually a good thing. Calm down the acidity, and you just got all that flavor. But now I can pick out every little nuance. I'll tell you, if you're having a fatty cheese or a strong cheese, like Parmesan, yeah, it's a strong cheese. or fatty cheese. No, not even Italian cheese. You're having cheddar, sharp cheddar. And certainly if you're having an Italian dish, especially with tomato in it. And that leads me to what? Spaghetti, right? Some kind of pasta dish with the thing, right? Some nice sausage. Get that fat in there. Or lasagna like I had with the sauce was perfect. Tell you what, you get you some bread, little olive oil, some basil, come on, some garlic. Oh, I'll get letters from people. And you try that with this wine. Oh, holy cow, man. It's going to be unbelievable. Be off the charts. You try that with this one, you'll be able to stop talking about it. Well, I'm going to have a little bit left. Another glass. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that because I love it. See, I really like this one. And I want to ask you to try anything from Renieri, all right? Renieri. And it'll be by the winemaker Bacci. And that Renieri, because he's doing a hell of a job. And I've had a lot of their wines. All different, the brown label, the white label, the black label, the blue label, all different vintages. And they have been good. Every single one of them. Every one of them. Try that. If you haven't tried it, go in, find this wine. Right? You're going to have the title. Just look at it, copy it down, bring it into the your wine shop there, or Google it, find out where they sell it, and get you a bottle. Hey, thank you ahead of time. Or, yeah, you're going to thank me ahead of time. What am I talking? I'll see you on the next one.